Run it back, nation! What is good? It is your boy DJ, so run it back Philly, no frauds, no fanboys. And that was not an intro. Let's get right down to business. Yeah. Let's get right down to business. Give me 1,000 likes on the stream. Give me 1,000,000 likes on the video. Whatever. Let's get down to business, man. The Philadelphia 76ers are back on track after, getting a little bit of rest after 6 games in 9 days. And they play a couple. They play the Oklahoma City Thunder, played a great game there. Played the Los Angeles Lakers, played a great game there. Now, I do want to say, it's not like the Lakers are championship favorites or something. And they were playing without Gabe Vincent, Roy Hachimura, and who else were they missing? But still, very, very good win for the Sixers. And Friday night, Boston Celtics, post-game live, me and your boy Romp on the call right here on YouTube. So tune into that. And, hopefully the Boston Celtics are at full strength so we can beat them again. And they can stop crying. All right? So just a couple of in-depth things I want to go over from what happened last night and some, narratives that I want to go over. So hang out with me. Be active in the chat. Thanks for being here. Tyrese Maxey last night. After a couple of games where he was scoring the ball, but I'll say, Here's what I've landed on. Trying to be pass first. That's what Tyrese Maxey was doing the past couple of games. And Tyrese Maxey is not a pass first player. Tyrese Maxey is a score first player. You're not a floor general Chris Paul type facilitator. And you don't have to be. Guess what? You don't have to be. I don't care what Doc Rivers told you. I don't care what anybody told you. Doc's from an era where everybody had a floor general, Eric Snow type of point guard giving the ball to the shooting guard. We're not in that era anymore. He needs to stay aggressive, and he needs to keep his mindset on more of a Damian Lillard type of player. Score first. You can pass the ball, and you have the ability. But attack. Make the defense move, and then get rid of the rock. You feel me? So Tyrese Maxey, this is funny because, people want to jump the gun, and he's not the guy, and he's not ready yet, and all the types of things like that. He's 23 years old. He's still figuring out, what kind of player he is. And our boy right here, Nick Nurse, in his postgame, said that Tyrese Maxey told him before the game, he said, I want and need to be more aggressive to open tonight's game. Now, Tyrese Maxey's a smart player. He's a smart person. There's no reason for Tyrese Maxey to even say this. There's no reason for Tyrese Maxey to not have this mindset in the past couple of games. But it is what it is. Tonight or last night, he said, I want to be aggressive from the very beginning of this game, and that's what I'm going to do. And Nick Nurse said, well, I only tell you that every day. Oh, we got mixed minus on. My bad. Hold up. I need a producer. There we go.
Allowed him to get off to such a quick start tonight.
He had mentioned that he was just going to come out and be way more aggressive at the start tonight. He did. He just said, man, I got to get into the game sooner. It's kind of was his comment. He obviously did that, right? Think that, and he's moving so good, and I even all that back and forth between him and Joel. But when he was turning on the Jets, he was getting separation for either a three left or turning the corner. And and I thought he played a little more physical than he's been playing too. He decided to, instead of getting run into, he started to do the running into. Right?
Yes. I like the way that he said that. And I said that, on my instant reaction, that he was going to the rim and he was taking it to the chest of the defender and going right through the contact. And he was getting angry. He was getting mad at the officials, which is fun because Tyrese Maxey's just been the nicest player of all time. So who knows what an angry Tyrese Maxey could be like, you know what I mean? I liked it. I liked when he was getting pissed off.
Times when he turned the corner with a lot of speed and put his shoulder down. But he was I think his mindset was going in there to go a little earlier tonight.
What do you think was
when a player comes to you like that before a game and says, I want to be more aggressive, or I need to be, do you automatically go to, I got to design more looks for him as a scorer?
I mean, listen, he creates a lot of that stuff on his own. I did more after when he started hitting some threes. I started designing. There was maybe 3 play calls that came back and he got threes on those.
I started designing. There was play calls where he got threes, and I'm going to show you one of them too.
So I was more designing them for that. But
imagine a coach designing plays.
More, you probably won't be surprised by this answer. When he tells me I'm going to be more aggressive tonight, I say, well, I should only tell you that every day. I tell you that every day. I mean, good. You tell me once, as it were, you got a few to catch up. But
yeah, well, I mean, whoever has to tell him or if he has to tell himself, whatever. I just hope Tyrese Maxey continues to do what he did last night, and that was attack right off the beginning of the game. Right from the jump, attack, okay? This one is, 9 minutes into the first, 3 minutes into the first quarter. 3 minutes into the first quarter after Joel Embiid, attacked Anthony Davis a couple of times. And my camera froze. I had OBS freeze a couple of times before I went live. I really hope the whole thing didn't freeze. No! We've been having great time with technology. We are frozen. Okay. Let's go here. That ain't going to work either. That's going to work? Okay, that's going to work. Oh, the lighting's horrible now. Hold on, let me fix this real quick. Technical difficulties on Run It Back Philly, and we'll be back. We'll be back in just a second. We'll be back to our normally scheduled program. That's good enough. Whatever, good enough. I got to change that one? No, that's good. Okay. So, 3 minutes into the game, and I just, like, a play like this is what I'm talking about, being aggressive right when the game starts, because the past couple of games you would see him, he gets a screen from Tobias right here. Right here, a lot of times the past couple of games, he would just pass it back to Tobias right here, right? And there's I showed one of these the other day where he had a wide open lane to the basket and he passed it, or he made a skip pass or whatever, and that's because he was entering the play with the mindset, I'm going to move the ball. I'm going to facilitate. I'm going to get the ball around the perimeter. I'm going to get the ball to my teammates. And last night he was, I'm going to score. And that's what he needs to do. This is exactly what he needs to do. Taurean Prince is in terrible position right here. LeBron James doesn't move, so there's that. But, go all the way in and score. Make the defense adjust to you, because, a play after that, if LeBron steps up early or Prince goes farther down, then you kick it back to Tobias. If LeBron comes all the way over here, then you kick it to Batum in the corner. But the first thing he needs to be doing is attempting to score. And that's what he did last night. From the jump, there's another play. Speaking of designing plays, right? I think it's this one right here. No, this is a back and forth with Embiid. I like this one too. This has a lot to do with, the way Joel Embiid's playing this season and how the system is set up. There's a double before the ball even gets there, and he's already kicking it back to Maxey. They're making I forget his name right there, 10, but they're making him play monkey in the middle right here. You bring the double, Joel gives it right back to him. He comes out, Maxey gives it right back to Joel. He comes back for the double, Joel kicks it back out, and Maxey shoots a three. In years past, you would get Joel right here, and he would try to force this through a double team, or he would try to make a move baseline. But he now has such a mindset the entire time of make the defense move, keep making quick decisions. Don't get yourself into a position where a turnover is likely. And I just love this. Back to Maxey and for three. There's the one that Nick Nurse is talking about that he designed. Is it this one? Yes, I love this. 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 So Maxey passes the ball to Batum, and he's making his defender go around 4 different screens in this play. And I've been saying this for a couple years now with Tyrese Maxey. You already know how lethal he is speed-wise. You already know he can beat people, to the rim in a one-on-one foot race. But let's create things to enhance that. Because if he's already that much faster than his defender, making his defender run through 4 screens in one play is almost unstoppable. He gets a screen from Joel, Batum down to Joel. Now he's going to get a baseline screen from Tobias, or he's going to set a screen for Tobias. I forgot. A back screen on LeBron. He sets that. Then he gets a down screen from Batum. Then he comes and gets the ball from Joel and gets another screen. That's 4 screens. They made his defender try to work around, and he pulls up wide open for 3. That's Nick Nurse designing plays to get Tyrese Maxey going. I love it. And that's exactly what has needed to happen in his career for a long time. And hopefully it continues. Him being aggressive himself, but the coach also implementing plays to put him in a position, in an advantageous position, to dominate, man. Let Maxey run free. Let the kid run free, man. Hey, man, thanks for the super chat. Thanks. Thank God that loser James Harden is gone. Fair enough. Kastner, thank you for being a member of the channel for 6 months. We could say that we gave LeBron the biggest loss of his career. That's cool. AF. A 44-point loss. 44-point loss. Yeah, we can say that. We can say that. We can say that. Last night, the Sixers went on a 20-2 run in the first quarter. They went on a 20-8 run in the second quarter. They went on a 19-6 run in the fourth quarter. An interesting part about that is Tyrese Maxey and Nicholas Batum were on the floor together for all 3. And what does that tell you? I already said, but plenty of times Batum is the best entry pass player we've seen in a while. The best passing big man we've seen in a long time. And him running the high-low and him being at the top of the key and getting the ball to Joel in the perfect spots and things is just he's just a perfect fit. And he's so good for this team. And him and Maxey being on the floor together around Joel Embiid. Last night it was pretty unstoppable. Joel Embiid, man. The one thing I noticed about Joel Embiid is attacking the one-on-one before the double comes. Last night, you could see that clearly right off the bat in the beginning of the game because they knew they were going to double Joel.
A lot of the times trying to...
No, let's get Allah out of here. They knew they were going to double Joel, right? You knew that. That was their only hope because Anthony Davis can't guard him. But the difference between last night and a lot of other games in Joel Embiid's career is they would sit and wait for the double team to come. This is a dribble handoff from Maxey to Embiid. This is also a design play to get Joel Embiid going downhill one-on-one against Anthony Davis. And Taurean Prince doesn't have time to double team because Joel just goes right at him, makes a quick move, and puts the ball in the hoop. There's so many times in the past where Joel would hesitate right here. ISO. And he's done it this year several times too, and it's annoying every single time. What he needs to be doing is this right here, which is get the ball, make a quick move, and go right at him before the double team can get there. And he did it so many times to Anthony Davis in this game. I mean, absolutely just dominated him from start to finish. He didn't stand a chance, but that's just such a big part of the system is you know their strategy is going to be to throw multiple players at Joel Embiid. How do you get one-on-one situations? The answer is run plays like that right there, Tyrese Maxey handoff to Joel, and then attack before the double can come. And it worked last night. I would love to see it, against a better defense. I would love to see it against players that have notoriously slowed Joel Embiid down, but I just love the idea of let's just get the ball to Joel and have him attack the defender before the double can get there. He did it so many times last night. It's Nick Nurse, man. Joel put the game away with 3 straight buckets last night on Anthony Davis in the third quarter. It was really funny when you rewatched it. I rewatched it, and it's like he was just like, I'm going to score here, and then I'm going to go sit down. I'm done for the night. He really ended the game in the third quarter just taking Anthony Davis one-on-one in the paint. And a pull-up jumper for good measure. Joel Embiid over the last 9 games. 30, 11, 11, 35, 11, and 9, 32, 13, and 5, 32, 12, and 9, 32, 7, and 8, 29 and 7, 39, 12 and 6, 37, 13 and 7, 33, 16 and 3. A bad game for Joel Embiid, an off night for Joel Embiid is 29 and 7. First of all, over the years when they talk about those players that roll out of bed and give you 20 and 10, remember I don't know why I just thought of Jahlil Okafor. They used to say Okafor, he rolls out of bed and gives you 20 and 10. No. Does he? Well, he did his rookie year, but other than that, no. Anyway, the thing that's fun about this season is the assist numbers. And the assist numbers are the assist numbers because of the system that, we were just looking at, because of just Nick Nurse's system. Joel's getting so many assists on dribble handoffs and backdoor cuts, and all of these plays are specifically designed to keep the defense moving and minimize their ability to throw the kitchen sink at one player because there's so many moving parts around Joel Embiid in the middle. One thing about this is, to me, I think about how just overrated the triple-double stat is. Because if you look at this, last night he had a 30-point triple-double, right? And the media and everybody will freak out, and it looks so pretty, 30, 11, and 11, just the aesthetic of the stat. A triple-double is just very good-looking. It's a good-looking stat, right? But why do we count triple-doubles the way that we do? Because in the past 4 games, Joel Embiid is 6 assists. Let's say in the past 5 games, okay? 4 out of the past 5 games, he's 4 assists away from 4 30-point triple-doubles. And some of those games he sat in the fourth. Last night he sat in the fourth quarter. If 2 nights ago he had 1 more assist, 4 games ago he had 1 more assist, 5 games ago he had 2 more assists, the national media would be vomiting their faces off on national TV about what a historic, unbelievable, just mind-blowing past 5 games Joel Embiid had. If he had those assists, he would have 4 30-point triple-doubles in the last 5 games. But because he's an assist shy, because he sits down in the fourth quarter because we're smacking teams around, nobody talks about it. I just think it's annoying how overhyped this term triple-double is. And Nikola Jokic is the best passing big man of all time. I'm fine with saying that. But the whole, counting triple-doubles is just annoying to me. Youngest player ever to hit 50 triple-double, whatever it was. Remember Russell Westbrook's triple-double run? Did that get you anywhere? I just don't like the triple-double stat, man. It does look good, though, 30, 11, 11. But, it's just funny. If he had 1 more assist in some of those games, the media would be freaking out. Rob R., we can thank Wes Brick for triple-double becoming hopelessly overrated. They're still doing it. That's the funny thing. I just saw a tweet that was like, Joel Embiid only needs 138 more triple-doubles to catch Nikola Jokic. And I'm like, it's just such a weird stat to count because you could be 1 assist off 100 times, and that doesn't get counted. You know what I mean? but you get that assist. If you get that assist, you're just it's the most legendary thing that's ever happened. Paul Reed last night stood on business. For those that didn't hear, before the game, and this is just funny because it's not like Paul Reed's main job in this game was to guard Anthony Davis, although I don't really remember how many times he ended up on Anthony Davis with like lineup staggering or anything, but Paul Reed before the game said he's a big flopper, so I got to make sure I don't get in trouble early. I can't be too aggressive. He's going to be flailing, so I got to make sure I stay out of foul trouble. And the NBA world is annoyed by this. All right, there's a lot of tweets trashing Paul Reed, all types of things like that. And I want to give an example of what he's talking about. After the game, he stood on business and he said, "I was just keeping it 50 times 2," which is such a Paul Reed thing to say. I was just keeping it 50 times 2. Paul Reed doesn't care. It's actually hilarious that he called Anthony Davis a flopper. But let's check it out. So somebody posted this, and on the Twitter machine, a Lakers fan, and they said, "Somebody please explain to me what this is. What is this garbage? Whatever. How can Philly fans enjoy watching this every night?" This play right here, okay? And Anthony Davis is mad at the official, but I mean, like, what are we really complaining about here? Drives left. You got your hand on his rib cage. Foul. Now he's going to bring his right arm up to possess the ball with 2 hands like a player would do when they shoot the ball. And your arm's in the way because you got your hand in the cookie jar. I mean, what are we really talking about? This is a bear hug. Pretty obvious foul, if you ask me. But the internet, with their narratives against Joel Embiid and free throw shooting, are going to pretend that this is not a defensive foul. I just don't understand how you can call that whatever you were trying to call it, a flop. He definitely went into and he definitely sold it, but I mean, it's a foul, right? If you want to talk about a flop, let's look at this. Here's a flop, okay? This is what a flop is. And Joel does this. He's done this a million times in his career. But this is what a flop is. There's no contact whatsoever. He's backing away. And Anthony Davis, instead of staying square and trying to go up strong and finish the play, just kind of leans over and throws the ball up in the air and gets a foul call. And if all of Joel Embiid's free throws came from stuff like this, I would understand what these people are talking about. But they don't. He gets absolutely bear hugged and hacked all the time. So look how many free throws he shot. Watch the game, bro. This is what a flop is. Technically, is it a foul? Like if you super slow it down. I can't even really call it. I can't even say Joel impeded his progress to the rim. He's leaning all the way in with the left shoulder, creating contact into the defender whose chest is straight up and square. I mean, that, ladies and gentlemen, constitutes what a flop is. I like that Paul Reed said it, though. And, I like that he stood on business. I wish Nick Nurse challenged that call. That was insane. What part of the game was that in? I don't remember. Kastner, I can't believe that was called a foul. Not even Embiid's flops are that blatant. Yeah. Just interesting. I have a one more stat to show you. It's an offensive rating stat. The defensive ratings. No, where are you at? Q Sims hit me up in the in the DM. Best offensive ratings after week 5. Without James Harden, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you guys aren't going to make the playoffs without James Harden. You guys don't stand a chance without James Harden. You guys, you have no point guard. You have no... He's the engine of the team. After week 5 in the NBA, the Philadelphia 76ers are second in offensive rating behind the Indiana Pacers. And then you have the Atlanta Hawks, the Dallas Mavericks, Phoenix Suns, Oklahoma City Thunder, Bucks, Celtics, Nets, Nuggets. He also sent me a defensive rating, which the Bucks are probably not. Who's on here? We're not even on here. The Rockets are number 1. Ime Udoka doing things there. And then there was one more thing. It is a NBA assist leaders. I think this was posted by Sean Bernard. It was posted by Sean Bernard. Let me just go over there. Shout out to Sean Bernard. The leaders in assists in the NBA right now, number 10 and number 11 are Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. Number 10 and 11, the point guard in the center. And it's because of what? And before Nurse was hired, and when Toronto Raptors fans, we're talking all that junk about you're going to find out how bad of a coach he is or whatever because he couldn't get into the playoffs or win a playoff series with, Pascal Siakam and Fred VanVleet and a bunch of 6'10" role players. I was saying Nick Nurse was, it was easy. I read it on Wikipedia, dude. Nick Nurse was Nick Nurse was celebrated as an assistant for bringing more ball movement and shooting to the Toronto Raptors. What are the odds the first season he coaches the Philadelphia 76ers after 5 weeks, he has Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid at number 10 and 11 in assist leaders in the NBA? Because the ball is moving. That's why. Now let's laugh at James Harden before we get up out of here, okay? James Harden last night, some of the worst late game defense I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'm so glad this guy's gone. I'm so glad, man. They lost to the Clippers lost to the Denver Nuggets without Nikola Jokic, without Jamal Murray. And here is career backup point guard Reggie Jackson cooking James Harden on the perimeter. They're up 104-100, and here's the dagger. What do you do? What do you do when you need a dagger? You ISO old, slow James Harden. That's what you do. But the effort is just pathetic. All right, let's see. He throws his arms up here. I don't know what that's for. He's letting his teammates, tell me if there's a screen or not. There's no screen, James. You're out there by yourself. Very simple blow by, but the lack of effort first of all, Kawhi doesn't slide over. Right here is where he just quits, right? Doesn't even try to, I don't know, maybe a block from behind, maybe something. Nah, he just quits. Russ didn't do anything. Terrence Mann didn't slide over and help. Nobody on the whole team played any defense on this play, but James Harden just quits. Look at the quitter. He quit. He's such a quitter. I can't stand this guy. You traded 3 first-round picks for a damn quitter. You traded 3 firsts and some good role players for a guy that does this in crunch time. Look at the effort. Oh, what a fleece. What a fleece. What a fleece, man. What a fleece. Let's read the chat for a couple minutes and then we gone, man. Let me see. Can I get the chat up in here? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. We got the chat on the screen. What you guys talking about, man? Q&A. Q&A or something like that. Throw some thoughts, opinions, questions, comments, concerns, something in there, and we'll read them before we get out of here. Reggie Jackson cooked them Clippers fans begging for Reggie back. Yeah, he did play for the Clippers for a long time. I forgot about that. Harden had 11 points in 36 minutes. Dude, he was single digits the game before that. He was single digits the game before that. I think he has 20 points in 2 games. Ramon, what's going on, man? Can you talk about the offensive rebounds Embiid had? I was watching the Lakers coverage, and they were saying that Embiid did what Jokic does, pushing in the offensive box to get rebounds. Yeah, we can do that. Let's look at one. There's a really good one. Where Anthony Davis has position on him, boxes him out, and he really just kind of moves him out of the way and puts it back. This was actually one of the last plays of the game, kind of to seal it. And Anthony Davis, with nowhere to go, no help to be had, looks at the officials and wants a push call or something. It was in the third quarter, right before Joel Embiid went to the bench for the night. I think this is it. No, but that was just easy. He just beat. But yeah, look at him crashing. This is just Joel crashing the glass. You know what I mean? In years past, he doesn't crash the glass like this on the offensive boards. He probably stands out there, but he beats Christian Wood back right here. A little right, left, too. A little juke off the line, a little wide receiver move, a little fake right, go left. Look at it, bang. Gets inside. Easy offensive board for him. I don't remember if he put this back or not. He got fouled. I think this is the one I was talking about right here. This is the one I was talking about. Where AD has position on him, but look how bad of a box out that is. He's sideways. He doesn't get his lower back in front of him, you know what I mean? And Joel just gets inside the arm. Kind of just manhandles him. Get out of here. My ball. My ball! My ball! That's my ball. Move. My ball. And Davis looks at the ref. Come on, ref, help me out here. He's allowed to manhandle me like that, man. Come on, ref. Sit down. Sit him down, man. Sit him on down. That was fun, man. That was a lot of fun. Let's see. What would you trade for Jordan Clarkson? Is Jordan Clarkson... every year kind of we say we want Jordan Clarkson. Everybody wants Jordan Clarkson, right? He's a great sixth man. One of the best sixth men to ever play the game, probably. He's a bucket. I don't know. I would have to look at it. I don't know what his contract looks like. I don't know if he's available. I don't know if, what I would trade for him. Jordan Clarkson. I don't really think that's what the Sixers need right now. I mean, you could use him, definitely. It's not a bad thing to have Jordan Clarkson off the bench, but Kelly Oubre off the bench is, Kelly Oubre off the bench is at least the first 5-6 games of the season before he got hit by a car, is kind of the Sixers' Jordan Clarkson, and he plays defense. And he's, long, athletic, can finish. Sixers need, I don't know what they need yet, I didn't want to overreact to the little losing streak. I knew everybody else was going to overreact, and we have to go get this guy. We have to go get that guy. I made the Zach LaVine video just because I was saying if you were going to trade for Zach LaVine, here's what you would trade for him. I didn't say you have to go do it because the Sixers need so much help right now. Boston on Friday will definitely, it'll be another real kind of assessment point. Boston on Friday. Harden is barely shooting after Where's that one at, man? I don't know where we went. Where, I forget. Should we go for a power forward? No, not really. Nicholas Batum's playing a perfect role. Paul Reed off the bench. I guess he's playing backup center technically. I'm still waiting to see that Joel Embiid, Paul Reed lineup. You know what I mean? Because remember, Nick Nurse said at the beginning of the season, "Oh yeah, they're definitely going to play together." And then we've been sitting here like, when's that going to happen? I don't think it's happened yet. I'm interested to see that. A power forward. I mean, there's a lot of roster spots that can be upgraded if you can get a useful player that plays in place of Furkan Korkmaz, Daniel House Jr., whoever, Mo Bamba. Go for it. But my perfect player to add to the Sixers is still, I think, OG Anunoby. That's still my perfect player to add to the Sixers, I think, is OG Anunoby. I think if we add another bench piece next to Oubre, let it be more consistent. I just want to make the bench more consistent. Bobby Jones, best sixth man in NBA history. Keith, what's up, man? Thanks for hanging out, bro. I'm not trading with Danny Ainge. Hey, I feel you on that. Stay far away. Stay far away from Danny Ainge, man. Stay far away from Danny Ainge. If we play Mo Bamba more, it might work. I know you're joking. Mo Bamba came in last night and got a putback dunk on a free throw. And it was like, wow, look at Mo Bamba out there doing things. But let's not forget how bad he has looked most of his tenure here with the Philadelphia 76ers. I don't think, no. I don't think there's any use for Mo Bamba, unfortunately. Hey, OG isn't good enough three-point shooter and passer. I don't know if I need him to be an elite passer. I need him to be a defensive guy who can kind of create off the dribble, which he can do, and shoot the rock. He's a 41% three-point shooter this season so far. Last season he was 39% from three. 2020 he was 40% from three. 2019 he was 39% from three. I don't mean to prove you wrong there, but a big defender, can handle the ball, can create his own shot, and shoots 40% from three-point range. Yeah, give me OG Anunoby, man. Anyway, y'all, thanks for hanging out with me today. It was fun. Sixers win. Who we play next, man? Who we play next? Let's look at it. Let's see, what's today? Tuesday. Bulls and Celtics tonight. I might watch that on Playback TV. I might watch Bulls and Celtics on Playback, or I might watch the Heat Bucks, or I might just be on there jumping between both games. So, make sure you're on Playback, tuned in, hang out with me. Pelicans on Wednesday. That's a fun one. Zion Williamson's been healthy so far this season. Has Brandon Ingram been playing? I've seen a couple highlights from the Pelicans, but I haven't really watched the Pelicans game. We always struggle with CJ McCollum, at least in recent history. We've always struggled with CJ McCollum, the live ball gods, if you will. So Pelicans is a fun one on Wednesday. What's the Pelicans record? They're 9-9. Let's see. Brandon Ingram has played 15 games. Yeah, he has 25 points a game. Zion's averaging 23. CJ's averaging 21. Let's go. Let's go get a dub on Wednesday, man. I'll see you guys soon, man. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for being active in the chat.